Good evening. I'm your co-host for tonight's Science News, Luke Gilligan.
And I'm Caroline Colasano. Tonight we will continue with this week's topic of chemistry, specifically today the chemistry of Salmonella.
1.2 million people annually are diagnosed with a type of illness due to Salmonella. And today we are going to talk about the specifics of this bacterial disease.
Attention mothers, this just in. Scientists and researchers have found that Salmonella has been found in baby milk powder and can get your child very sick. Please check your child for the following symptoms: diarrhea, fever, stomach pain, and cramping.
Mothers, to be safe, please visit our website, www.sciencenewsdaily, to see if your baby milk powder has been on the list of affected companies.
From our source, we have been told to make sure if you have recently purchased from any company that manufactures from lactose, Zero for Him, Anthra D, Organico Smile, and most recently, as of the 19th, Natural Grocers. These companies have been known to have Salmonella in their products as of January 1st, 2018. Again, mothers, please check out for more information on our website.
This is alarming. Personally, I'm not up to date on what causes Salmonella. Caroline, do you know how these companies could have been affected? It seems like a lot of companies in a short amount of time.
I agree. This is outrageous. To answer your question, I know that Salmonella is a disease, but what most people don't know is that it's a bacteria that causes symptoms that we see. I've had it. Trust me, it's an experience.
Really? I didn't know that. What does this bacteria do to cause these awful symptoms?
I actually have had a specialist that can tell us more about Salmonella. She really helped me through my experience with this scientific phenomenon. Welcome, Dr. Emily Sorg.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. I really hope to be able to inform people about this disease and how to prevent it.
That's awesome. Dr. Emily, if you could tell anyone something about Salmonella that they wouldn't have known but should, what would that be?
Well, as a mother of 6, I want to inform other mothers about this disease, especially after the recall of lactose. What most people don't know is that Salmonella is special because it outlives other microbes in the guts. These are usually the good microbes which leave Salmonella.
Whoa, step back a bit. How long would it take us to know that it's in our gut?
Well, symptoms can show within 8 to 48 hours, and trust me, you will know.
For those who don't know, what would a symptom be?
Well, luckily for you all, I just got over Salmonella poisoning. Boy, it was fun. My doctor said that I had some of the symptoms, but usually the ones are mainly stomach cramps, high fevers, vomiting, diarrhea, and rectal bleeding. You might want to stay home if you have any of these symptoms.
Oof, I'm sorry to hear that. But you're right. The symptoms are cramping, high fever, puking, and diarrhea. Rectal bleeding is very rare, though.
Well, my mom always told me I had bad luck.
These symptoms are very closely related with other diseases, such as the flu. But if you feel concerned, I would contact a local doctor ASAP.
This sounds awful. How does this bacteria do that?
Technically, Salmonella is a pathogen. It basically lives longer than other microbes and causes severe inflammation and diarrhea, which we already mentioned. What most doctors were stumped with is how Salmonella can get past the immune system.
Is that how it grows so much?
Yes. The doctors figured out that there is a protein called AVRA. Typically, when your body gets attacked by a bacteria, the bug or bacteria causes some sort of tissue damage. When doing this, it traps itself because it causes swelling and inflammation. When it gets trapped now, the bacteria can't leave and white blood cells come and kill it because it releases chemicals when trapped. Some of these chemicals warn the body of Salmonella and some help Salmonella. They help Salmonella because at the active site of the reaction of the chemicals, it causes Salmonella cells to replicate 4 times as much.
True that Salmonella is different because when it breaks through the cells that make up the inflammation you mentioned, it injects itself to other cells?
Yes, that is true.
How does AVRA affect it?
AVRA was thought to be a protein that Salmonella used to spread the disease. They were wrong. AVRA is a protein that when the Salmonella gets trapped, it tries to stop it. It makes the cells tighter so that Salmonella can't break through. Instead, Salmonella doesn't cause damage when trapped, so it's left alone to grow and replicate unnoticed. It grows so big that when it does get out into the intestines, it causes such severe symptoms.
That's fascinating. Is there a way to prevent Salmonella?
Doctors have been constantly trying to create a drug or antibiotic that lessens the symptoms. Salmonella has so many quirks and strains that it's very hard to do. They found that AVRA can be reversed and how other strains such as ARG91 can benefit studies.
Okay, well, holistically, is there anything we can do? Like, how can companies prevent this?
Well, fun fact, humans are usually infected with Salmonella by food with animal feces in it.
What?
Yes, Salmonella lives in the intestinal tracts of animals, including birds. These contaminated foods are usually from animals such as beef, poultry, milk, or eggs, which makes some sense because if you have a bird that has Salmonella and flies over a farm and it,
Poops?
yes, and a chicken or cow eats it, they are contaminated.
Yuck. Is that the only way it's spread?
Well, humans can pass it to other humans as well.
How?
It's very disturbing, but when a contaminated person uses the restroom and doesn't cleanse properly, it contaminates the bathroom, and that is then spread to all the other people who use the restroom. So, once this person serves or prepares food to others, they also contaminate the food that they serve to all their guests. Also, pets can spread Salmonella too. In 1975, the U.S. banned the sale of turtles that are smaller than 4 inches. What's that?
4 inches.
Inches. Just to prevent the spread of this disease. Parents, I know the struggle of making your kids wash their hands when they don't want to, but it's definitely needed. This could prevent having them get Salmonella, and so I make sure it's a necessity that they wash their hands every time before dinner.
I feel you, man. My kids, they're just the worst. I've given up. If they get sick, oh well, it's gonna help their immune system, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Emily, you mentioned before that there are other strains of Salmonella. What are these?
Well, there are a couple known. Caroline, do you remember which one you had?
Well, let's see. Salmonella javiana, Salmonella enteritis, and typhanal Salmonella. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Fun, isn't it? My doctor said that I have a unique immune system.
Wow. That's all of them. That is very interesting. Nice to know.
Yep, happy to share.
Emily, thank you so much for being here and such valuable information for you to share. You have helped so many people. And parents, remember to check the website and the list of products you buy, especially for the baby formula. Well, that sums up our Science Daily News. See you next week.
Thank
Chemistry.
you.
Great.
It's very disturbing, but when a contaminated person uses the restroom and doesn't
Hey,
cleanse
what do you do with
themselves,
a dead scientist?
I don't know.
Bury him.
Oh!
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Salmonella javiana, Salmonella enteritis.
Can to say when it breaks through the cells that make up inflammation and injects itself to others.
Parents, I've felt